Snow was falling softly that Christmas Eve, painting the streets white and quiet. Sam had just finished his shift at the grocery store and was hurrying home, clutching a small, wrapped present his daughter had begged for. His boots were soaked, his hands were cold, but his heart was warm, because tonight, it was just going to be him and Lily, their tiny Christmas tree, and a pot of hot cocoa. But life has a funny way of surprising us when we least expect it. As Sam turned the corner toward the toy store window, he froze, because standing right there, under the soft glow of Christmas lights, was his ex-wife, holding hands with another man. And beside her, their daughter's reflection twinkled in the glass. Before we dive into this emotional Christmas story about love, loss, and the kindness that changes everything, make sure to subscribe to your channel name. Hit the like button if you believe kindness can heal hearts, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. We love reading your stories too. Sam hadn't seen Emily, his ex-wife, in almost 3 years. They'd split after years of small arguments that grew into big silences. Life had been hard after that, raising Lily alone, juggling 2 jobs, and trying to keep a smile on his face when he tucked her in at night. But he did it all because she was his world. He didn't expect to see Emily that night. Not when he was just running to grab wrapping paper and a few last-minute groceries. Yet there she was, looking happy, dressed in a red coat, her hand tucked inside the arm of a tall man with movie star confidence. Sam hesitated. Maybe he could slip away before she saw him. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. "Daddy!" Lily's voice rang out as she spotted them through the glass. She tugged on his sleeve and waved. "Look! It's Mommy!" Emily turned, her face softening for a moment. Then her eyes landed on Sam. It was awkward, 2 people who once shared everything, now standing on opposite sides of a cold December evening. "Hey," Sam said, forcing a smile. "Didn't expect to see you here." Emily smiled politely. "Sam. Hi. This is Mark," she said, gesturing to the man beside her. "My fiancé." Mark extended a hand, confident but cautious. Sam shook it, feeling the sting of cold metal from the man's expensive watch. "Nice to meet you," Mark said with that easy tone people use when they don't know what else to say. Lily peeked from behind her dad's leg, shy at first. But when Emily knelt to her level and smiled, Lily ran into her arms without hesitation. For a brief moment, Sam just watched them. His little girl in her mom's embrace, her giggles mixing with the sound of Christmas carols playing in the distance. He should have felt angry, or sad, or jealous, but instead, he felt grateful. Then Lily said something that made everyone freeze. "Mommy," she said softly, "Daddy says Santa might not make it to our house this year. Maybe Santa ran out of money." Sam's heart dropped. He hadn't meant for her to repeat that. He'd said it jokingly the night before, trying to make light of the fact that their Christmas would be small this year. He couldn't afford fancy gifts or a big dinner, just the little doll she wanted and a used sled he found online. Emily's smile faltered. Mark's expression changed too, from polite to confused, maybe even uncomfortable. "Oh, sweetie," Emily said, hugging her tighter. "Santa always finds a way." But Sam could feel the tension rising. He cleared his throat. "Lily, honey, we should get going. We've got Coco waiting at home." He turned to leave, but before he could, Mark spoke up. "Wait," he said gently. "You 2 live around here?" Sam nodded. "Just a few blocks down. Small place, but it's home." There was an awkward silence. Then Emily said, "Sam, maybe you could stop by tomorrow? Lily would love to open presents with both of us." Sam hesitated. "I don't think that's a good idea. You've got plans, Anne." But Mark interrupted, surprising both of them. "Actually, I think that's a great idea." Emily looked at him, puzzled. But Mark smiled, genuinely this time. "It's Christmas. It's about family. Right?" Sam didn't know what to say. So he just nodded, thanked him, and walked home with Lily, snow crunching under their boots. That night, after Lily fell asleep clutching her little doll, Sam sat by the tree, thinking about what had happened. He felt torn. Part of him wanted to avoid the awkwardness of tomorrow, but another part of him wondered if maybe, just maybe, kindness was leading him somewhere unexpected. Christmas morning came bright and cold. Sam bundled Lily in her coat, tucked the small gift he'd bought for her mom into his pocket, a simple photo frame with a picture of the three of them from when Lily was a baby, and walked to Emily's house. When she opened the door, the smell of cinnamon and coffee filled the air. The house looked beautiful: garlands, candles, a glowing tree. Mark was by the fireplace, wrapping a few last gifts. "Come in," Emily said softly. Lily ran straight to the tree, her eyes wide. Sam stood there, awkward again, holding the frame in his hand. Emily noticed and smiled. "You didn't have to bring anything." He shrugged. "It's just something small." When she opened it, her eyes welled up. "I forgot about this photo," she whispered. Lily was only 2. For a few minutes, it felt like old times: laughter, small talk, and Lily's excitement as she tore open her presents. Then came another surprise. Mark disappeared into the other room and returned with a large, wrapped box. "This one's for Lily," he said, kneeling beside her. She tore it open and gasped. It was the exact same dollhouse she'd circled in the catalog months ago, the one Sam couldn't afford. "Wow," Sam said softly. That's really kind of you." Mark smiled. "She deserves it. And so do you." Sam blinked, unsure what he meant. Then Mark stood, hands in his pockets. "You know, when Emily told me about you, I'll admit, I had a few judgments. I thought maybe you walked away. But seeing you with your daughter, hearing how you work 2 jobs just to give her everything you can, man, that takes heart." Sam felt his throat tighten. Mark continued, "I lost my dad when I was a kid. He wasn't around for Christmases. So seeing you here, it's kind of inspiring." Emily reached for Sam's hand briefly, tears in her eyes. "You've done an amazing job, Sam." The three of them stood there for a moment, not as exes or strangers, but as people connected by kindness and the love for one little girl. They spent the rest of the day together, cooking, laughing, even taking Lily sledding behind the house. For the first time in years, Sam didn't feel alone. He didn't feel like he was on the outside looking in. He just felt at peace. When it was time to go, Mark handed him a small envelope. "Don't say no," he said with a grin. Inside was a gift card to the local grocery store, enough to cover weeks of food. "I can't accept this," Sam said. "It's not charity," Mark replied. "It's Christmas. And sometimes, kindness is how we remind each other that we're not alone." Sam didn't argue. He just nodded, his eyes misty. That night, back home, as Lily fell asleep under the glow of their small tree, she whispered, "Daddy, today was the best Christmas ever." Sam smiled. "Yeah, sweetheart. It really was." He looked out the window, watching snow fall again, thinking about how one moment of honesty, one child's innocent words, had opened hearts that were closed for years. Sometimes, kindness doesn't come in grand gestures. Sometimes it's a warm smile, an invitation, or a gift given with love. And sometimes, it's just showing up when it matters most. That Christmas, Sam learned something he'd never forget. Kindness isn't about fixing the past, it's about lighting the present. It's what turns strangers into friends, mistakes into lessons, and lonely nights into memories worth keeping. So, this holiday season, remember, you never know how far a small act of kindness can reach. It might just heal a heart, mend a family, or make someone believe in Christmas again.